get ready with me to prep for a stent surgery. So I'm having a stent placed due to idiopathic intracranial hypertension. So I have IH due to transverse sinus stenosis. So the procedure that I'm having done is called venous sinus stenting. Oh my God, my glasses are fogging, it's hot. And so in this procedure, they're going to put a small, well, I'm not really sure how small it is. I think it's 9 by 30 millimeters. They're gonna place this small stent in my right vein, in the back of in my brain. And so they're going to do this by placing a catheter in either my groin or my wrist, snaking it all the way up, then snaking said stent all the way up to open that flow up so that the spinal fluid can start flowing properly, because everything is kind of blocked, almost like you have a clogged sink. And that is why I'm having pulsal tinnitus, I'm having pressure headaches, and a host of other symptoms. So when you have to have this stent surgery done, the first thing that they tell you to do is that you need to be on blood thinners and baby aspirin. You need to have that in your system for a week prior to the surgery. So first thing that I did to prep, picked up my prescriptions. So picked those up, and then a week out, had to have your labs drawn, had that done, boom, we're good to go. Next thing that I did for prep is really to make my life and my husband's life a little easier. And so what I did was I stocked our freezer with meats. That way all my husband has to do is worry about the sides and everything for my parents' leave. Because actually, backtracking, before all of this, when I got my surgery date, I didn't book it. I sent my parents some Airbnb links because my parents are going to be staying with us in town for the week, just so that they can help out my husband while he's here. So I'm on a low sodium and gluten-free diet, and I plan to remain on this low sodium diet after the surgery. And so because of most of my issues with food, I do most of the cooking in our household. And so I wanted to make sure that I prepped all of the meat and everything so that my husband, he can just go ahead and get the sides, because he's good with sides. And he knows how to cook all of that. So I made sure that the meats were all done. So a few weeks ago, I went and got a bunch of chicken and beef from Costco and prepped all of that. And so here's what I prepped. So I did barbecue chicken, burgers, jerk chicken, some Mediterranean chicken for bowls, tacos, and a slab of ribs. So other random things that I'm doing to make sure that I'm prepped for this surgery. So a few weeks ago, I redid my kitchen and kind of got things organized in a very particular way because I wanted to get that out of the way. I also went and picked up some books at the library that I could have all of my reading materials done. I got a whole new set of, not things to watch on Netflix, but so I've added different things to like my watch lists, things for me to do while I'm healing. So things that are also going to be getting done. Laundry, cleaning the bathrooms, making sure that everything is nice and clean. That way I don't have to worry about that when I'm done. So right before the surgery, like days leading up to the surgery, what did I do? And this is just pure vanity. I got my hair cut and I got my eyebrows done. I know a lot of people don't really care about that, but I don't know when the next time I'm going to have time for, and I'm going to feel good enough for like personal services. And also like knowing that you can have some scalp sensitivity. I wanted to make sure that my hair was cut at a low enough level for me. That way, if my husband has to wash my hair, he can just handle that, just rub the shit in my scalp. Also my husband has had to wash my hair when it was longer, when I had a breast reduction. But I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be too much on me and too sensitive for me. And I also wanted to make sure that I got my eyebrows done because if my face feels sensitive, like when am I gonna want to get them threaded again? So I handled all of that leading up, like just a couple of days before the surgery. Then, most important parts, packing my day of surgery bag, because I am staying overnight in the neuro ICU, because that is customary for this procedure. You stay overnight in the neuro ICU so that you can be monitored, because after this procedure is done, so if you've seen some of my other videos, I did talk about the cerebral angiogram. So when you have the cerebral angiogram done, you're laid flat for 6 hours. It's going to be the same with the stent. They place this little marble-sized thing in to make sure that your vein, make sure you don't bleed out, essentially. And you have to lay flat for 6 hours. But after the stent, you're laying flat, but then they also put you into the neuro ICU to continue to monitor you, to make sure that there's no stroke, make sure there's no other sort of adverse reactions, and to make sure, I guess, that the stent works the way it's supposed to. So, I'm gonna pack a bag for overnight in the hospital. So, my overnight bag. I've got eye mask, sunglasses, charger, got a robe, some slides, because I just realized I guess I don't wear slippers. I usually don't wear slippers in the house anyway. I always wear like those UFOs, so I brought some slides so that I can wear those. Not my UFOs though. I also got a brush, a do-rag, chapstick, toiletries, AirPods. Got some electrolyte powder, just in case. I don't know, I've got these. These are my noise canceling earbuds. Not earbuds. Whatever the fuck. And then I'm gonna bring my AirPods. And yeah, I think I said toiletries already. But I think that is everything that I'm going to need. I'm going to wear the same thing that I'm going to go home in. It's just one night. But I think I'm good to go. I might bring a puzzle book. Yeah, I'm probably going to bring a puzzle book and an actual book with me for while I wait in the beginning, not for afterwards, because I'm going to be knocked out afterwards. But just for something to do while I'm in there, while I'm waiting to get taken back. Oh, and another thing, I'm going to bring a blanket. My cousin told me to bring a blanket that I like, just so I can have a blanket that's warmer than the ones that the hospital provides.